This is where we come from, yeah, we did it. City on my back, I'm committed. This is where we come from, yeah, we made it. Now the whole team celebrating. We like, Don't mistake the new me for the old me. They can't stop me now, I'm with the home team. No beginner, I'm a winner. Took a couple losses, now I'm cooking, let me simmer. Yeah, tunnel vision, all I see is win, 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 win. This my city section where you been. We move faster alone, but go further together. We can weather any weather forever. A dream team, I done seen things. Confidence is on 100,000. I got family for miles, running up the mileage. Made it through some trials and some tribulations. Now me and the team out here celebrating, yeah. This is where we come from, yeah, we did it. City on my back, I'm committed. This is where we come from, yeah, we made it. Now the whole team celebrating. We like, One, two. Forget the things you probably thought you knew. A new day is approaching, turn the gray skies into blue. I grew up on these same blocks, school of hard knocks. Had to get it on a hard time, took the hard shots, but we made it. Anticipated, highly decorated. The whole team is winning, celebrated. The victory is all mine, and everything is alright. And you know how to see things, confidence is on 100,000. I got family for miles, running up the mileage. Made it through some trials and some tribulations. Now me and the team out here celebrating, yeah. This is where we come from, yeah, we did it. City on my back, I'm committed. This is where we come from, yeah, we made it. Now the whole team celebrating. We like,
What's up, everybody? Yeah, I saw the news, man. Welcome to Detroit Lions Weekly for Thursday, the 15th of August. Man, I was not here last week. We had the preseason game. Let me check my audio real quick. I was not here last week. UNITY. There we go. All right. All right. What up, though? What's going on, man? Justin Simmons is signing with the Atlanta Falcons. The Atlanta Falcons are making moves, man. Brought in Judon yesterday, and he didn't even agree to a deal over there. But I did see the new, I guess, like the 1 year terms. He's got the 6.5. He has incentives up to $1 million for every game, and also some really outlandish bonus incentives at the end of the year as well. So it is what it is, what it is. What's up? What's up? Let me shout out everybody in the chat. Hold on, we got a new member. Desmond Duke's in the building. What's up, bro? Hold on, let me see if I got the air horn on here. I think I do. Where is the... It should be on here. It's not on here. I got to put the air... I don't have the air horn on here? Bruh. I don't, man. I got to fix that. That's crazy. I thought it was on here. Man. Welcome to the member gang bang. Let me shout out everybody else. What's up, HH? What's going on, Ansa? What's up, Al Tori? The Dern says, my man. What's up? Yeah, you know, Braylon says Justin Simmons gone for $8 million. Brad could have easily done this, especially when you consider we signed CJ Gardner-Johnson for pretty much the same thing. I think it was 6 something guaranteed. It was 8 something total, but 6 something was guaranteed. So yeah, I don't know what's going on, man. I would like a veteran that is not named CJ Moore in the secondary, in that safety room. We got 4th year player Ife Melifonwu. We've got 2nd year player Brian Branch. We've got who else? 3rd year player Kirby Joseph. So we got literally 2, 3, and 4 back there. I wouldn't mind, an 8-year vet, something like that, man. So what's up, Q Ball? What's going on? Yes, the Falcons signed Justin Simmons. Yep. So that is everybody. That's everybody. William, what's up, man? Says, hey, Derek, I believe the Lions should cut DPJ and put in and just put Darius Fountain and Caden Davis on the 53-man roster. Alan W. says, breaking news. In the last 24 hours, the Falcons have added Judon and Justin Simmons. They may be a problem in the NFC. Yeah. What's up, Shake and Bake? What's going on, man? Didn't need Simmons. We are putting Branch at safety. You know what, Darn? And okay. And so you got. So what happens, man, when Branch goes down? And this is for the chat. What happens when Brian Branch, Kirby Joseph, Ife Melifonwu goes down? Any one of them three guys, what happens? You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't know. I just, it is what it is, man. Vocal, what's going on? Says Falcons are stacking up the deck, though. Micah Hyde is still out there. We didn't we play the Broncos and Simmons was basically a non-factor? We could have. I don't remember him being much of a non-factor, but there's not too many safeties that were last year. I'm totally fine with our secondary, but Falcons will be a problem this year if Cousins stays healthy. All right, you know what, y'all? And so this is the thing that kind of, Alan, this ain't directed towards you, bro. I'm just, the secondary, like, y'all don't understand. Last year, you do realize we were one injury away, right? Like, what happened? Brian Branch goes down. He misses 4 games. I think we wind up doing pretty good. But to me, there's no excuses this year. I don't care who gets hurt. I don't care if the whole defensive line get hurt. There's no excuses. We better not rank top, bottom third in defense, period. There's no more excuses to me. I don't care, right? So we're fine with the secondary until something happens. So I don't know. Okay, let me see. Let me catch up. They're making moves to compete in that division. Shouldn't be too difficult. I mean, that is true. That is true. Edge and wide receiver currently priority for this team. Is it though? Kira, is it? Because I don't know. I mean, Brad Holmes, is it though? We can't really say that though, can we? We can't say that at all. That Edge, neither one of them. Brandon Joseph, come on, Nick. Come on, bruh. Brandon Joseph, I mean, that's like saying Kendall Vildor. I mean, what are we doing? What is it just me, or do y'all be hyping these dudes up? Y'all be hyping these guys up, man. They seem to like Brandon Joseph a lot. Yeah, I mean, if y'all cool with Brandon Joseph in coverage, go ahead and put him out there. Put Brandon Joseph out there. I mean, what are we doing? We talking about a practice squad, special teams, just may make the 53-man roster. We've got to stop doing this, man. We've got to stop hyping up these mediocre players. That's like Jerry Jacobs being good. He was never good, but he played for our team, so he must have been great. We got to stop doing that, man. We got to look and see stuff as it is. Right now, we have no idea what's on our defensive line. We have expectations. We don't know who we have. We got DJ Reader who can do this if he stays healthy. We've got Marcus Davenport who can do this, I guess, if he stays healthy. Right? What do we have? Like I feel like just like yesterday, I'm on Twitter and Matthew Judon all of a sudden became washed. Oh, and we're not gonna. He's 32 years old. Brad Holmes went and got a 36-year-old pass rusher. He went and got a 35-year-old defensive tackle. I'm surprised we didn't try to bring Calais Campbell in here at 40. Like, are we really doing this? I feel like Lions fans, man, we got the biggest veil over our eyes of any fan base. I really do believe that. Vildor was shutting. Who? Rock who? Rock, come on, bro. Who was Kendall Vildor shutting down? Oh, we can't do this, man. We cannot do this. Y'all think Hunter Renfrow will compliment St. Brown for the right price? You know what, Dano? Give me anybody. Listen, go get Yannick Ngakoue and Hunter Renfrow. Who cares? Like, seriously. Go get them. Listen to, this is what I want to tell y'all, okay? I'm about to get a little spirited right now because last year, the amount of Lions fans who were content with us losing in the NFC title game, who were content with the trade deadline, look where we are now. We lost Josh Reynolds because Brad Holmes didn't want to pay him. Now we are hurting at this moment. We are hurting. Every time we hear from camp, it's, oh, who's going to be number 4? Who's going to be number 5? Do you think that if Darius Fountain was that good, it would be a debate? Wouldn't 4 be locked up? If DPJ was set, do you think from all these beat writers, now, of course, they're beat writers, they're not the final say-so, but it's obvious to me that we need an edge rusher and some wide receivers. More than one. We might need more than one, because I'm going to be real. If Caden Davis is making an impact, we might have a problem. Because don't forget, we're supposed to be cutting good players, right? So we traded for DPJ. Now, Brad Holmes does not have the best track record when it comes to trading for wide receivers. He does not. Trinity Benson, his best move in a free agent wide receiver was the man he let go. Listen, I'm going to be on it today. Have we heard any news of a possible QB addition? Desmond, we brought in, bro, we what are you talking about, bro? We signed Jake Fromm. Where have you been, bro? We signed Jake Fromm, former Buffalo Bill. He is on our team. We signed him. He brought up Bruce Irvin. Facts on facts. Vildor looked good, and then Vildor was took to the woodshed. Guys like Vildor and Vander Joseph are meant to be starters. You can't have all pro players at every position as depth too. Okay, Alan, fair. Okay, I understand that. But what I'm saying to you and the rest of the chat is I'm not asking for all pro depth. I'm asking for somebody. Brandon Joseph, you put Brandon Joseph as somebody put him as number 4. Like, really? Like, we doing Brandon Joseph as 4. I mean, I don't know. Who are your 2 starting safeties? Can't wait to trade for Bruce Irvin. Hey, Golden, he's a free agent. He's a free agent, so he'll be. Dern says DPJ is awful. It's awful. Derek, wide receiver 3 doesn't matter as much as y'all make it seem. LOL, especially when you're throwing to a young and up-and-coming R1 who wants to break the NFL record yards. Okay, boxing. Let me retort. I'm going to retort to that. If that's a great point, all right? Wide receiver 3 doesn't matter, okay? But check it. Yes, it does. Last year, who was our wide receiver 3? Josh Reynolds. He ranked up 3 of 600 yards. That's with Sam Laporta getting 87 catches. All right. Jahmyr Gibbs had 71 targets. So what do you think happens this year? These 2 guys are going to be on everyone's radar. You think they're going to let Sam Laporta, you think they're going to let him get another 87 catches? It's going to be about 2 or 3 dudes on him. He has become the NFC version. Well, I'm not going to disrespect George Kittle like that. It's Travis Kelce, George Kittle, Sam Laporta. In the NFC, it's George Kittle, Sam Laporta. So you think, and this goes to the chat, this ain't to you, bro. Do you think that they're going to let that happen this year? You don't think that Jahmyr the Reach Gibbs is not going to be a reach anymore, that everybody's going to be watching for him? So that's when you need wide receiver number 3. They take who need to have a big year? Jamison Williams. Amon-Ra St. Brown, they might have 1 or 2 people on him. Right? Gibbs, they're going to be watching for him. Laporta, they're going to be watching for him. Jamison Williams. Very few people can guard him in open space. He's going to have a big year. The NFL adapts, people. They don't just, Sam Laporta had a good year. That doesn't mean he's going to run over the NFL year 2. Right? Defenses are going to scheme for this guy. I'm trying to figure out what we're doing. How does Tom the Beast Kennedy? Depth is what I'm concerned about. Q ball, bro. You spending some money, my brother? I appreciate you. Oh, the mid-tier membership too. I appreciate you, bro. You've been around a long time. DPJ just talking shaking my head. The league not set up for him much anymore. He's got to progress. Okay, so Waymer, are you actually a woman? Don't be offended by that, but a lot of men are behind women accounts, so don't ask. We just got to hope a good wide receiver comes out of Houston when the cuts begin. Golden, that's where I think they come from. I think what wide receiver would you want realistically from Houston? If John Mechie probably won't be cut, I think John Mechie, I do think a good wide receiver is going to be cut. You got Diggs, Brown, Dale, a guy that I'm missing for some reason, the Nico Collins. And if they keep 5, they traded for Ben Skoranek. So I think he's more likely to make the team. But if they only keep 5, is John Mechie number 5? Is Robert Woods number 5? Is Ben Skoranek number 5? Somebody was talking about Hutchinson, who I don't know anything about. I might have to look at some tape on him. Okay, well, welcome. I love women in sports. Here's Johnny. What's up? What's up? Real football is a few weeks away. That is facts. DPJ has been out to lunch since he came to town. Sorry to say. That's facts. I mean, he's tall and slow. Yeah, I would take Mechie in a second. Could you imagine John Mechie, Jamison Williams? I mean, we would literally be called the Detroit Roll Tide, like at that point. We have 5 Alabama players on our team. That'd be crazy. Do we know if Hendon is going to play? No, we don't know yet. He was practicing. He said he expects to play, but we have not heard an official word that he is playing. No, hey, thank you. I love women when women show up and they're actually, because we've had dudes behind, like their girlfriends' accounts or something like that. So I love talking sports. I love when ladies are interested. We're still holding around $30 million in cap space, and I really think this year we make a big move at the trade deadline. Okay. That too, Derek. What if J-Mo somehow flops? Then everybody will be complaining about the wide receiver core. So let me ask you this. Dan Orlovsky said that we had the worst wide receiver core in the NFC North. Do you agree with him? Now, there's a key phrase, wide receiver. You cannot add, if your designation is not R or WR, you cannot add it. Do you think the Detroit Lions have the worst wide receiver room in the NFC North? I'm going to say yes. Okay, so answer says, not worried about our offense. We need a top 10 defense, a defensive play. Okay. I'm going to say something. Y'all going to disagree. But I want to be spicy. I got to get a soundbite to be like spicy take or something like that. I got a spicy take. Y'all ready? As a matter of fact, let me see if I can add a poll. I don't feel like it. All right. I got a spicy take. I think not worrying about our offense, okay, I think is a little bit presumptuous. Worried is a strong word. Worried about our offense, that's a strong word. I do believe that our offense is going to regress unless we feel the Josh Reynolds role. Y'all are disrespecting Josh Reynolds, man. I'm telling you. He only had 608 yards, but he averaged 14.5 yards a catch. That is a big deal. We are severely missing Josh Reynolds. And Jahmyr Gibbs, give him more targets. True. But the whole defense is going to be watching guys like Jameer, Laporta, J-Mo, St. Brown. So you need a guy like that mid-tier dude that can slither their way, shout out to coach, and get, why do you think Josh was able to do what he was able to do? You know what I'm saying? Like, we need that guy. Is DPJ that guy? Right now, he is a nobody. Donovan Peoples-Jones is a 0 on our team. Why are you in competition with Caden Davis or Darius Fountain? They traded for you. You were a draft pick. Why is this even a thing? I don't understand. I say there's much more pure talent at the wide receiver core on other teams, but I say our receivers been more scrappy. I agree with that. Josh was a first down machine. Spicy take, the Lions are going to miss Josh? Yes, Bob, that's my spicy take. If Hendon plays, does Sutphill play as well or let Fromm get some reps? You know what, bro? I don't know what they're doing. I have no idea because you cannot have just one quarterback, I guess, active during the season or preseason. So I don't know what they're doing. I don't know if Fromm means that Hendon's not playing or what, or Sutphill's. I have no clue. I don't know. We're waiting to find out. Speaking of that, we will be live on this channel about 3:30 doing the live stream of the game. Next week, I will be at that game. Shout out to my man, gave me 2 tickets to the game. Otherwise, I wouldn't have gone. So I will be at that game on the 24th, the last preseason game. But then I'll be at the at the Rams game. So I won't be back in front of y'all until week 2 after Saturday. We run the ball through. Who cares about all this wide receiver 4 and 5? I just broke down 500 yards. Rock, I don't understand this. I don't understand that even with running the ball, Josh Reynolds we still need a wide receiver 4. Like, why is this a thing? And then don't let Khalif Raymond go down. Then we actually need a 3. So look how much Khalif hurt us being gone in the playoffs. Are y'all really, listen, are you guys really this confident in the offense that you just going to throw Josh Reynolds out the window? Remember what life was like before we got him in 2021? We sucked. We didn't win a game. It took, I'm trying to understand the discrediting of Josh Reynolds. Like, we really doing that. That's why I would prefer a guy like Robert Woods to come in here, instant chemistry with Jared Goff. They'll probably pick up like they never left. I'm telling you, man, y'all are being a little presumptuous about these wide receivers. Fresh and Fly says, "What's up, Derek? All I want to see from J-Mo is him catching 90% of his targets because his hands concerns me the most. I don't want another Eric Ebron situation, much potential and athleticism. But you know what, Fresh? I think he gets it under control. I think this is the year he locked them hands down. Because he's made more catches that we've seen with his hands in camp and at the end of last season. I mean, he was going up there and snatching some balls. Everybody's going to drop one. Even Jahmyr Gibbs. Jahmyr Gibbs had 8 drops on 71 targets. So he was a drop machine too, right? But we didn't take anything. So I think J-Mo is going to be fine. I really, truly believe that he's going to be fine. Reynolds had a really good chemistry with Goff. This is in 2021. I'm confident in Caden Davis and Darius Fonten that they're making progress in camp. I mean, okay, but what? Okay, so let me ask y'all this, and this answers everything. Are you taking last year's 5 or this year's 5? Are you taking last year's? And remember, Jamison Williams wasn't even on the 5 because he was on the what list was Jamison Williams on? NFI when we started this? No, he was suspended. That's right, he was suspended. I can't remember. It was Marvin Jones Jr., Khalif Raymond. Did Antoine Green was he number 5? I think he was. Josh Reynolds, St. Brown, Khalif, Donovan Antoine Green. Would you take last year's 5 or this year's 5? You don't even know who the 5 are. Boxing says this year's 5 easily? Really? See, that's what I'm saying. Okay, Boxing, why? Why? J-Mo is light years better this year and probably have more yards out of wide receiver 3 and 4. Green, of course he not on his team, bro. Williams, okay, you know what? Let me do this. I want to know. You know what? I'm too lazy. I don't feel like typing it. I'm sorry, y'all. That's why I need like a producer, bro. I don't feel like typing nothing. Fully integrated J-Mo, come on, man. Rock, where are we going, bro? Where are we going? Okay, this is what I'm trying to say to you. You have Jamison Williams. If you take him out of the equation, what happens? That's what I'm trying to say. You got the Cincinnati Bengals who had Boyd, Higgins, and Chase. You take one, you've got another guy to eat you up. Who's going to eat us up, bro? Who's going to eat them up? Khalif Raymond? Who's going to, like, you believe that Donovan Peoples-Jones, if they take J-Mo out of the equation, who's going to, at wide receiver, I'm not talking about Sam Laporta, I'm not talking about Jahmyr Gibbs, I'm simply saying wide receiver. We do not have that middleman. We don't have it. He's more important than you think. He really is. Patrick Mahomes did what he did because he's Patrick Mahomes. He also has Travis Kelce, okay? He also has Andy Reid. We're not there. We are not there. We don't have a Patrick Mahomes. You know how many games Mahomes won for that team? You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm going to keep it a buck. Y'all going to hate me for this. I believe we beat the Chiefs because Chris Jones and Travis was not there. The way our defense was playing, that you put in Travis Kelce, I mean, look at if Kadarius Toney catches the passes, we don't win that game. So I'm not going to pretend like our defense was great last year and we won. That's all that matters. But I just don't understand where this overconfidence is coming from when you have 5 receivers on your roster. Right now, we only got 3 working. So, like, nobody else, unless Sam Laporta is the next Travis Kelce, then the offense is going, it's a great possibility it regresses. Okay, where did we end last year? Number 3, top 5? I wouldn't be mad if we're top 8, but I'm not going to say that Josh Reynolds won't be missed. I just think that we're taking away from the importance of that middleman guy. That's all I'm saying. Judon and Simmons. Yeah, it is. Last year's offense, this year's defense on paper will be fire. Derek, I know you want another edge, and so do I, but if we're going to trade for one, let it be Max Crosby. I'm going to stop you right there, Fresh. It ain't no way that's happening. There's no way that's no way that's happening. Like, I'm not even going to stop going. I think we get Khalil Mack before we get him. Khalil Mack might be a trade. You know what? I don't even want to talk about it. I just don't. I don't want to talk about the edge, man. I mean, because I'm not trying to go down that road. And I'm just like, we just got to wait and see. We got to wait and see. I mean, okay. Did we upgrade over Benito Jones and Isaiah Buggs? Yes. DJ Reader is that guy. Then you have Broderick Martin making strides. We'll put that in quotation marks. But so you did upgrade that part. But Benito Jones was okay. I mean, he was all right, right? My thing is Hutch. Like, I want to start a hashtag on Twitter, help for Hutch. Help for Hutch, because he still don't have none. Davenport is, I just got to see you, bro. I mean, if you get 9 sacks, that's great. You and Hutch get 15, you get 9, you get 10, that's 25. I'm in the clown suit. Like, I take that. Because if Davenport gets 9 or double-digit sacks, we probably are in the Super Bowl. That's just real. DJ Reader, Aleem McNeil, Davenport, and Hutchinson, if he is 9-sack Davenport, sign me up. If he out in 2 games Davenport, then that's a different story. We can't really evaluate wide receiver right now because of midfield. Okay. All right. Here's my retort. How many of these guys? Think about what I'm saying, man. I'll be cooking, bro. Like, y'all, I'll be cooking. I'm about to cook right now. We're talking about, like, okay, look at the Houston Texans. The Houston Texans have at least 8 starting wide receivers on their team. At least 8. They got 14 in total. If they keep 5 or 6, 3 to 2 are available, right? So here's what I'm cooking. We can't evaluate wide receiver 4 and 5. But what we do know is that they have not been on a team. Caden Davis, has he been on a 53-man roster? Darius Fountain, has he been on a 53-man roster? And then all of a sudden, these guys are supposed to come in and be wide receiver 4 and 5. So we're not necessarily evaluating this year, but they have enough, just like Matthew Betts, right? Matthew Betts has never taken a snap in the NFL in a regular season game. But over in the CFL, he's 18 sacks, defensive player of the year. Breeland Speaks, 9 sacks in the UFL. Was the sack leader, I believe, or tied. And can't even crack a 53-man roster. Like, is that what we're doing? Tom Kennedy. What do y'all think of Tom Kennedy? Do you think Tom Kennedy is practice squad material only, or do you think he's 53-man roster material? Houston is mediocre at best. Levi gonna have a big year. I hope he do. I hope he does. There's like two, maybe 3 games where we might not be able to move the ball in the air. We just run the ball and win those games. Defense got to step up, obviously. It's that close. But, Rock, let me ask you this, bro. So we start running the football. Don't we have to pass? Doesn't that make you one-dimensional? Like, midfield, you mean shouldn't be in the NFL. Yeah, in the NFL. That's fire. We will have Aleem McNeil and Broderick Martin destroying the middle. Hey, Will, I hope you're right. Right now, Broderick is number 2, I think, behind one of the guys, so I hope so. If you only talk about receivers, of course, we are light, but when you put in terms of playmakers, we have plenty. J-Mo, Demo, Yes, all of that stuff is true, but I didn't want to do that answer because that's the easy way. That's the easy way. Because check this out. All right. Serious question. What is the receiver wise? What is the difference between this year's? That's too vague. You're not going to get it. The only difference between this year receivers and last year receivers is the fact that Jamison Williams is further along, right? So why take away that? Could you imagine if we had, okay, pick a receiver from the Houston Texans that could be cut and put him on this team. Would you feel better about our wide receiver core? Why take something away, right? Jamison Williams, the Houston Texans only got better. They literally in every way got better. Their defensive line, better. Their wide receiver core, better. Yeah, it might be drama filled, but it's better, right? Can you say that about the Detroit Lions? And are we where we were last year? Isn't the goal of the offseason to progress? Is not to stay the same, right? You are trying to make your team better. You lose some pieces, you gain some pieces. So if you had a scale and you put last year and this year's wide receiver room, you know what the difference is? We lose. So we lose Josh Reynolds, but we gain Jamison Williams, his progression. That's the only difference. Marvin Jones Jr. was not a factor. So technically, we didn't even really have a wide receiver 5 last year, and our offense still clicked. But my thing is this. We still had Josh Reynolds, and we don't have Josh Reynolds. Y'all trying to think of the year Monty had, Gibbs had, J-Mo. J-Mo has to take Josh's catches now. But don't you think the fastest player on our team, they're going to be accounting for him? So you need that snake that can be in the middle or wherever, man, making plays. That's all I'm saying. No Josh and J-Mo is a god. Woods, no Josh, but I still trust Ben Johnson. Derek is designing a sure team to win this year's Super Bowl. I hope so. Mechie, quick question, Derek. Is it safe to say we've given up on Pascal at edge? You know what, Fresh and Fly, I don't know what they're doing with him. I thought he was a DT. I thought that's what we drafted him as, but did we do it as an edge? I don't know. I'm going to say, since we brought in DJ Reader, I think, I think they play Pascal. I think he's going to play some edge. I do. And why is nobody talking about Pascal? Because he's done nothing. But if these guys can step up, if Pascal, Levi, Houston can come back to form, I mean, we might have something. All I'm saying, listen, I'm at the point, this is where I'm at. When roster cuts happen, okay, Carl Lawson was signed today. There is no one left except Yannick Ngakoue. That is it. I'm not asking Yannick to stop the run. We got enough of that. I just want you to sack the quarterback. That's Yannick, sack. That's it. Not play the pass, not stop the run, sack. James Houston ain't no run stuffer either. All right? Yannick, sack. Hawk smash, Yannick, sack. If we sign Yannick Ngakoue, hey, look, I throw my hands up. Whatever. Just make it happen. Make it happen. Y'all got all this faith in James Houston. I don't know. I just don't have it. I don't have James Houston faith. I don't even have Matthew Betts faith, to tell you the truth. I haven't seen enough of him. I haven't heard anything about him. So I can't make that decision. Big, the reason I'm speaking about Josh Reynolds is because A, this is my YouTube channel, so I can do what I want. B, because we have not replaced him. And C, because Dan Campbell asked for somebody to step up to fill the void left by him. Is there any more questions? Because I'm here all day. I can do this all day. I don't understand that. You in my chat, this is my show, and I get to do what I want. And yes, I sound like a baby right now. Sick of this. I'm sick of it. I'm talking about Josh because we don't have his replacement. That's why. So if you got any more questions, bro, the floor is yours. I hate when people come in here telling me what to do. Random note. Yes, we already talked about that, Will. Yet people wanted to draft Pascal Clone in the first round. Dern, who would you be speaking of? Wide receiver 1? I know who you're talking about, but wide receiver 1, ASRB. 2, JMO. 3, Laporta. And stop. Nope. Wide receiver, Royal Ace. Wide receiver. That's all I'm talking about. That's what I was talking about. Wide receiver 5, dying for somebody to step up. Well, according to Dan Campbell, he's saying 4 and 5. He's saying 4 and 5 for a reason. It's going to be Levi or Wingo. Something is still missing without Josh Reynolds. Levi got to be at the edge if we don't sign Yannick. Too much firepower on. Now, Rock, I can agree with that. I can and do agree with that. But I still haven't heard, how do we replace Josh Reynolds, his production? How do we replace it? Do we feed Jahmyr Gibbs more? Do we make him more of a receiver? Do we force stuff to J-Mo, right? Do we, that's what I'm trying to understand. How do we replace Josh Reynolds? You know what the funny part is? Big M comes in here asking me why I'm talking about Josh Reynolds, because like I said, your coach talked about him as well, that his production is currently missing. It has to be receiver by committee. Someone needs to step up. As a matter of fact, we're dying, quote, for somebody to step up. That is why I'm still talking about Josh Reynolds. Darius Robinson. Yeah, Dern, I had to call you out, make you say it. I want to see what Houston does when his only job is to rush, same with Betts. Juju worked out with Goff. Wait, what? Juju worked out with Goff when Smith believed he was being drafted by L.A. Spend some money and go. Wait, Dano, for real? So Juju Smith-Schuster worked out with Goff when he thought, meaning Juju, that I don't really want him. I don't really want him. Do you guys think? Yes, Cake Man, bro, we knew that. We started off the show with that, but I appreciate you. Would y'all want to sign Juju Smith? Would you want to sign Juju Smith-Schuster? I really wouldn't, but if we did, I'd just be like, yeah. I would, yeah. I really wouldn't. I'd rather wait for somebody to be available. Somebody said we are talking to Cortland Sutton. I doubt that. Master, where you get that from, bro? Because the last I heard, I thought he signed a deal over there. He got some money and reported to camp. So where did that come from? I think Dan's frustrated with the wide receivers because they don't want to use an extra roster spot on a position they carry 6 of them. You know what, Kira? I like 6 wide receivers. I don't know why. I've always liked it, even when Stafford was here. And I've always liked it. Just makes me feel more comfortable. I don't know why. I just like 6 wide receivers. I've never really cared for 5. Derek, I think we should sign. Fresh, was that you that said that was your in the bones comment, like in your bones comment? Says, I think we should sign Juju for a 2-year, $12 million deal and draft wide receiver 2 in the years to fill a void. So I saw an article today from Mike Payton that was referencing an article from The Athletic. And in that article, because The Athletic they kind of shady, like they make you pay for everything. So I will not support them because they don't even give you the option for something free. But I've never supported them, so I don't know. One thing that you're taught is never remove something and put it behind a paywall. You always add more, right? So if I was to add a member tier, I can't take something I'm already doing live or something else and then all of a sudden put it behind a member paid tier, right? So, but I've never, they just make you pay. I've never liked that. You can't even see. So, I don't know. When the Free Press does it, I support local journalism, but at least you can see some people's articles. They put their kind of flagship stuff behind, but every article is behind a paywall. No, I'm good. I think our veterans can keep them on track. What, Juju? Derek, if you see the Chiefs are planning to play Mahomes. Yes. So Andy Reid, you know what? I'm glad you brought that up. Let's talk about that. So I thought about this in the car when I saw that. I was driving this morning and I thought about, so Andy Reid, Sean McVay never plays his starters. He won a Super Bowl. Andy Reid always plays his starters in the preseason. He's won multiple Super Bowls. Which one would you prefer? Do you think that Dan Campbell should play the starters in the preseason? Schuster reminds me of Claypool. Man, Juju finna be making TikToks and dancing on logos. You know what, Will? I was saying the same thing, but then I thought about it. I was like, how long ago was that? You didn't hear about it with the Chiefs. You didn't hear about it with the Patriots. So I don't know. Maybe he's grown up a little bit. At this point, I think we should get Juju because we need something. What's up, Josh? What's good with you, bro? I like 6'2". It just feels like they want to keep depth on the defensive line and not the offense. I agree with that. From Detroit Lions site on Facebook. Hey, Master, you got to be careful with them, man. It be some weird postings over there. Andy Reid like them Nuggies. We about to get cooked by the Chiefs in the first half. I don't think playing starters in the preseason correlates to Super Bowls. Okay, cue ball. But can you say, I don't know. I guess it depends on like joint practices and how you practice. I mean, but because even if Goff is going against like a second team defense, it's still not the real thing. You know what I mean? So I don't know. They can score lightning fast with 6 wide receivers. Now the risk is too big for us. They already been too many injuries just from practice. Even if they not long-term injuries, man, it's been crazy this year. Guys in position that don't need to play, no one else. Let's just let them sit to September 8th. No, they probably will. Yes, in 2017, Goff was throwing to Juju during his rookie workout. Wow. Okay, so would you guys take Juju Smith-Schuster? Would you, if we signed him to a 1-year deal, what would you say? What's up, Dennis? What's good with you, bro? I don't have any feelings. I think we need some help. If they brought in Juju, that's exactly how I would react. I don't know. Andy is thinking about last year's first game loss to D-Mac. That's a good point. Since we don't play them in the regular season, beat up on us now, huh? What's up, Kamal? What's good with you? What's up, Larry? Go Lions says yes. Lions White says yes to compete. I'm curious how Terrion, Ennis, and Amik do against KC starters. So I do have Instagram. I never use it. Facebook, I never use that either. So that's what I want to see between the Chiefs game and the Steelers. Our answer for mobile quarterbacks. You know what? That's a good question because we haven't had it ever. We have not had it in a long time. You know what? I'm kind of excited Patrick is going to. You know what? I'm glad Patrick Mahomes is playing because he's really going to show what our depth. If our second team is playing. But is Dan going to put the first team out there? Is Dan Campbell going to put the first team defense? You know what? Do it, Dan. Put the first team defense out there. I would. I know y'all want people to get hurt, but it's part of the game, man. If you're going to get hurt, you're going to get hurt. Put them out there. At least for one series. I want to see our defense against Patrick Mahomes and them. You talking about a measuring stick? Especially if Kelsey play, and then, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Is Chris Jones going to be playing in the preseason against our backup O-line? I hope not. Oh, my God, please. Chris Jones, sit your butt on the sideline. Could you imagine? Ooh, maybe we should put Nate up there. Wow. Yes, Fresh and Fly. Yes, it is a game tonight. What 2 teams it is, I don't remember. But yes, there's a game tonight. That would be a good measuring stick for sure. Did our rookie cornerbacks get healthy? Big, yes. There was, Terrion had a pec bruise. He should be good. Will he play? I don't know. Ennis is good. So, yeah, they're good. Yes, I don't want Michael Thomas. I don't want him. What's up, Jizz? Yes, Eagles and Patriots, there it is. I don't want him. On the team. What's up, Andrew? I just don't, connection only goes so far. So Dan Campbell and Aaron Glenn and all this other stuff. Michael Thomas to me, I don't really want him on the team. What you think about possibly Kadarius Brick, Jans Tony? I have no thoughts. It's a preseason game. you know? So I know if he catches some passes in the opener, we lose. I know that. I mean, nobody wanted to catch the football last year. Everybody was dropping. Let Nate have Jones bury him under Arrowhead. Okay, champ. Carl Lawson is no longer a free agent. He signed with the Dallas Cowboys this morning. There's only one person left. Now, you know what? That's a really good question. Oh, Chris Jones not playing on Saturday? Okay, that's good to hear. What if the second team balls out? What, the second team defense? I got lucky. I got so lucky at Target, bought a pack of football cards and got, really? Bro, that's crazy. Congratulations. You know what? Traylon Burks. That's a guy I made a video about months ago. I have not heard anything about him, though. Like, from camp or anything. I wouldn't mind Traylon Burks, man. What, first round pick, right? That really, I don't know what happened over there. And I think he was hurt, right? I wouldn't mind that at all. I made a video about him months ago. But if anybody's heard anything about Traylon Burks, man, let me know. Falcons getting Simmons and Crazy along with Jesse Bates and Judon. Betting that the Falcons will be seated higher than whoever wins the NFC East. I wish we had reader updates. He's still on track to make week 1. Q-Ball, according to him, he said he hopes to be, but that's all we've got. That's all. Dan, I don't think Dan said anything about him either. Reader said he hopes to be, but he doesn't know. So it was like a vague kind of like, you know. So that's a good one, but I don't think we get any. What's up, Dennis? Thank you for being so entertaining. You are my favorite Lions. Hey, Antonio, I appreciate that, man. I mean, it's got to be entertaining, right? So, and all I do to be entertaining is just inject my personality. Sometimes I turn it up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Most of the time, what y'all see, all of the time, what you see is genuine, but it might be turned up just a little bit. Why is Sutfield our backup quarterback? What did Dan see in him? All I see is garbage. Golden, hey, I don't know. He was trash in San Francisco. Sutfield has been trash everywhere he went. As a matter of fact, how could I not do this?
Nate Sutfield is trash.
You know I got to do it, man. I don't know why he's on his team either. I mean, when he tore up the knee last preseason and was still here, I was like, oh, shoot. I said, they must really like this guy. Okay, Burks is more than likely staying with the Titans due to the fact that D-Hop is out for 4 weeks. Okay, who do they got? They got Calvin Ridley went over there. DeAndre Hopkins out 4 weeks. Traylon Burks. I think the wide receiver comes from the Titans. I do. We really don't have a backup. We really don't have a backup season over if JG goes down. Yeah. When the cuts start, it's going to be interesting. Yeah. But here's the thing, though, Antonio. So cuts are like, well, yeah, you're right. They can start. So I think they start after this game. I think teams are going to start cutting because then you want to kind of get some ground, right? Because after the last preseason game, you got about, 10 days before the season starts? When we had Tim Boyle, and he was trash, but allegedly he was converted for his film room analysis and such, could have a great football IQ in the film room, but none in action. John, that's a good point. Titans at Tyler. Oh, he went over there? Yes. Answer. We will be having a fantasy football league for members. So each member, but the thing is, it's only going to be 16 spots. That's what you guys voted on, so I want to hear it. 16 spots, except for my highest tier member. Right now, we have 12 or 13, so we might have to bump that up to 16. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a members only video. I'm going to put out a members only post. I'm going to make it in video form for everybody to see. When I release, I'm going to set my post to release automatically, right? When that happens, I'll tell you when it's going to happen. I'll say it's going to happen, hypothetically, let's just say tomorrow at 7 p.m. my time, which is Eastern Standard Time or Eastern Time, whatever it is. So the link will go live. The first 15 people to sign up because I got to be in there. I will be in every league, so it'll only be 15 spots. The first 15 people who sign up is who I'll be playing against. So if you're in the top tier, then right now we don't have 16 people in the top membership. So that one will definitely, everybody in the top membership as of this moment will be able to compete in fantasy football. But yes, that'll be after the last preseason game because I don't want anybody crazily get hurt. So that's why I'm not going to hold it before that. But we'll hold it probably that week before the regular season or like a couple days after the final preseason game. Steak says Treylon Burks is a bust. Is he a bust or I don't know. How many years has he been in the league? He's going on what? He's in 4? Is he in 4? I don't know. I think he might be borderline. I can't remember his hitting out. Antonio, it's not confirmed that he's out. He was practicing, but he's not been ruled in for the game. Oh, come on. It's super easy, man. It's super easy. Fantasy football, I thought it was hard too. It is super easy. You basically pick players you want at certain positions. That's all you do. So you pick, it's a literal draft. Everybody you go through, most times it goes from pick 1 in the first round, then it'll go to the last round. So if you have 16 players or 16 teams, the first person picks, then it goes to 16. Then in the second round, it starts with 16 and goes back down to 1. And it repeats that until all the rounds are done. I forgot how many rounds we usually have, but it's super easy, bro. It's literally like doing kindergarten math. Like, it's super easy. GS says, Greg, quick question. What do you think about Lions versus Dallas game again this year? I'm tired of playing them. In Dallas, they need to come to Ford Field, but I don't know. I want to go to that game. Ditch Studs and get Bailey Zappi if he ever gets cut. Do you think Bailey Zappi is going to get cut? Yeah, okay, come on. So, all right. It's super easy, man. Like if we had since we'll have a draft, like if you make it to one of the 16, it's super easy. You can just start. So like you would pick your quarterback. So usually I go after Patrick Mahomes. Like Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce. Like I know I want them guys. Last year, I took Jahmyr Gibbs, Sam Laporta. I just had a good feeling about them two guys. So you just take players at positions that you want until you fill up your roster. That's all you do, bro. It is super easy. Yeah, darn. Hasn't had a QB look at Hopkins' production in Tennessee. Not good. I'm willing to do another fantasy football with the fans. Yeah, Dern is pretty good, man. He's pretty good. I'm one of them guys who don't like to trade during the season, though. You know what I should do, man? I should have a fantasy football show. Treylon Burks is in there 3 like J-Mo. He was just getting hurt. Wow, okay. I thought he was in year 4 for whatever reason. Yeah, so come on, what will happen is I'll let everybody know when the link will go. But yeah, you can put it. There's an email in my description. You can email me. Yep. Zappy is the odd man out. Okay, so who's their quarter? You got Jaden Daniels. Then who's number 2? Oh, Jacoby Brissett. That's right. Bailey Zappi. Would y'all take Bailey Zappi? Would you really take him? I don't know. Jared Goff is one thing that I did learn from year 1 is you can't be like, you can't favorite your team. If you are biased, like you cannot possibly imagine watching a game hoping somebody outside of the Detroit Lions score. Fantasy football is not for you. But fantasy football is not real life. So I always go. I had Jared Goff and Patrick Mahomes, and toward the end of the season, I starting Jared Goff over Patrick Mahomes. It was last year. Patrick Mahomes had the worst fantasy points in his career against the Denver Broncos. It was terrible. And that particular game, I started Jared Goff. I was so happy because he was abysmal. It was his worst fantasy performance in his career. Drake May is over there. Oh, that's right. Old boy is in Washington. Anything better than Suffield? I take Zappy over Suggs all day, every day. Really? Okay, Champ Life says Khalil Mack will be a Lion at the trade deadline. You know what, Champ? Hey, hold on. This where I'm at, bro.
We do not care.
I think Judon took it all out of me. I think Judon was the last. I don't have nothing left. We've been from Daniil Hunter to I think I'm all tapped out, bro. I think yesterday y'all ever seen the movie Life Force? It's like an old movie, man, from the 80s, and it was about these aliens that just would literally drain the life from you. That's how I feel about the pass rush. I feel like one of them alien life force people, they would drain, but you didn't know they were doing it. Like, they weren't trying to be mean, but they had to survive. You know how you watch stuff as little kids and you never forget it? This is one of the movies. It's called Life Force. And that's how I feel with the pass rush. I'm fried, y'all. I have nothing left. I'm at the point now, just go get Yannick. Just go. That's what I want to talk about before we get off. So Yannick Ngakoue, this will be his 7th team in 7 years. And I don't know if that's a red flag or not. He wants to settle down. He's not even 30 yet. That's the thing. So he still has probably a good, if he can stay healthy, I would say a good 3 to 4. He got like another decent contract, like 3 years. But the dude has been on, the Jacksonville Jaguars drafted him. And after he left there, he's been on one team every year for the last 6 years. This year will be team number 7. And even though he signed with the Bears midway through the season last year, that counts. I'm wondering if that's a red flag. So I don't know. PJ Walker Dukes. No. And I love PJ in the XFL. I loved him. No, I'll pass. I'll pass on PJ Walker. I think Bosa. Which Bosa? Joey? I think Joey is done. Joey Bosa, to me, Dern, is done. We ain't buying no big name edges. Okay, who are they talking about, Q? Khalil Mack. Oh, no, they're saying, okay, so y'all think Khalil Mack is big enough to be a big name? I feel you on that, brother. I don't know why these guys want DE by committee. I don't get it. Yeah, I'm done. I love to see with the Vikings already falling apart. Yeah. We went from Daniil Hunter, Chop Robinson to Judon. Yannick is washed up, but he seems like the type of player Brad Holmes. Okay, so Broski, why is Yannick Ngakoue washed? That's what I want to know. What makes Yannick Ngakoue, and somebody chip in, and then we'll wrap the show up. Why is Yannick Ngakoue washed? What makes him washed? We know I'm not asking him to stop the run. Why? And James Houston cannot stop the run. So why is Yannick Ngakoue washed? Please tell me. I need to know that. Because I swear, Brand, it's like everyone is washed. If you don't play for the Lions, was anybody other than Dern, was anybody in this chat saying Charles Harris is washed? Were you saying Romeo is washed? Were you saying Julian was washed? Was anybody in this chat saying any Detroit Lion last year was washed? Were you saying Vitae was washed? What makes Yannick Ngakoue washed? Yannick would at least help the pass rush. That's all I'm asking. Stuff says when I get Yannick, I get Clowney vibes for some type of reason. I can understand. You know why, bro? I'll tell you why. Because they've been on different teams. Clowney been, ever since he left his, don't tell me. The Texans. Ever since he left the Texans, he been everywhere. That's why you get it. Because Yannick is the same way. Clowney been on the Browns, the Ravens, it's almost the same. I wasn't saying they're a watch. No. You didn't say it. Broski said it. So I'm asking Brosley. Broski, why is Yannick Ngakoue? Yannick is turning 30, coming off a major injury, but there's a reason he goes from team to team. His last injury ended him. Okay. Everything you said, except the last part, the coming off a major injury. And there's a reason. There could be a reason he goes from team to team. You could say the same thing about Jadeveon Clowney, like was mentioned earlier. What does turning 30 has to do with anything? What does turning 30 have to do with anything? If your production minus the injury year is up, why does that matter? Khalil Mack. How old is Khalil Mack? Hey, Siri. How old is Khalil Mack?
Khalil Mack is 33 years old.
Hey, Siri. How old is Khalil Mack?
Khalil Mack is 33 years old.
Hey, Siri. How old is Khalil Mack?
Khalil Mack is 33 years old.
That's what we doing? You just turned 30 and you turn into dust? What is this, Avengers? Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? If you are producing at, I don't care how old you are, and this is real, you could be 72. I do not care. If your production, if you 72 and you getting 17 sacks, hey, I'm eating what you eating. I don't understand why we equate age with production and it equals wash. Age plus production equal wash. Okay, so yeah, done. That is not an argument at all. I don't see why anyone would want Yannick. He's been on 6 different teams. He has to be a horrible locker room cat. Brad Holmes. See, you know what, Shake and Bake? All assumptions. Maybe nobody wants, because I'm going to tell you what. Hassan Reddick, I watched an interview with him the other day. And I was like, is he okay? Right? So I don't know. I don't know. Okay, but check it out. There's Jacoby Brissett. We can name multiple players who's been on different teams year after year after year that's not named Yannick Ngakoue. So I did bring up that point, but the more I think about it, I think it's unfair. I think it is unfair because you do not hear about Yannick at all. You don't hear that he's causing trouble. You know what I'm saying? Like, if he was that bad, do you think we would hear it? I don't know. Because you got quarterbacks. Remember Fitzpatrick? Fitzpatrick seemed like he was a good guy, good locker room guy. He was on like 80 different teams. So I don't know. The more I thought about it, the less it made sense. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Aline was second sack leader on the team. Then our safeties and linebackers had more sacks than all the rotation opposite Hutch. That is true. True. Yannick doesn't produce. It's more difficult to recover. Okay. So, Broski, I have no idea if you were listening to the show. But, okay. But I've said many times that we don't need a run stopper. Our run defense was third in the league, and we got DJ Reader, which we didn't have last year. So run stopping is not our problem. Getting to the quarterback is our problem. Now, I don't know if you were speaking just off the dome and this is not an attack on you, bro, but as somebody that makes content, I have to back up what I'm saying, right? I have to back up what I'm saying because you, in the comment section, will let me know if I say one thing wrong. If I say somebody was drafted in the 4th round and it was the 3rd, you better believe I'm going to hear about it in the comment section. Yannick doesn't produce. That is a very false statement. All right. As a matter of fact, he's been in the league since 2016, and the last 3 years, minus his injury, he had 10 sacks, 10 in Vegas. He had 9.5 in Indianapolis and 4 last year. He got hurt. He played in 13 games. They also brought in Montez Sweat. I don't think, and Yannick was not there to be. Yes, he was. He signed. I want to say he signed right before the season start. So to say that he doesn't produce is a false statement. I do not. That is no. And James Houston sucks against the run. We have to get to the quarterback. That's all we need to do. We got the run defense on lock. That's all I'm saying. So you got that. That is a false statement. And I just, what do we do? I don't understand. With that being said, man, we wrap it up. Can somebody go convince Brad to make another trade for Court? Why is this Courtland's? You know what? I got to reach out to my Broncos guy. I gotta reach out to my Broncos guy because all of a sudden Courtland Sutton is coming up and he would know. He would know. I think it was first to say I wanted Yannick and I was laughed at. Suspenseful, you know I laugh at you, bro. I made a video about him last year. Maybe Brad and Dan are building up the middle so Hutch can dominate on the outside. Okay, Dr. But what about the other side, though? Hutch can only be on one side at one time. He gotta, all you have to do is green 19, Hut the opposite way. That's all you have to do. Hutch is either going to be on the left or the right. He usually lines up on the quarterback's right, his left. So all you have to do is literally go opposite. Or in this case, that I hope DJ Reader takes away from, is two people on Hutch all the time. It's either two people at the line of contact, or it's like one person and then another person closer to the quarterback. So Hutch can only be on one side at one time. I just love to know why we didn't draft another pass rusher. The last one was Josh Pascal, I believe. I just don't get it. Hutch needs help. I don't know, SB Lions. And I think that's why my frustration boiled over with Ennis Rakestraw. It had nothing to do with Ennis at all. It just was like, okay, Brad, y'all got to understand. We'll wrap this up because I got to go get my wife's prescription. She still has COVID. She tested. She was still positive 5 days later. So she's been coughing real, so I got to go get this medicine from the doctor that is like cough medicine. So I'll take off and get that. But when Ennis was drafted, we didn't do anything in free agency. Marcus Davenport was our free agency move. And when I say stuff like we brought in the Mystery Man, I don't know if y'all have ever seen the movie Mystery Man, but it was just like a group of people, the Planeteers. That's what it's literally, somebody said it the best, pass rush by committee, opposite Hutch, Aleem, and Reader. That's what we have. And here's another thing too. And I just thought about this. Are the Lions so, I might make a video about this, man. I just thought, are the Lions so confident in the pass rush? They had they had Houston and Betts in coverage. Why? Why do you have two pass rushers is what they do? Why do you have them in coverage and you can't get to the quarterback? So you must really believe in DJ Reader and Marcus Davenport. But what we think doesn't matter. And that's just the way it is. So I'm going to let y'all sit on that. Hey, Broski, how's Reader working out for you? He hasn't. Okay, Broski. I say this with all due respect, bro. And I got to take off the glasses for this. Either you're new or something, because I talked about Reader when he first got signed. So you literally are barking up the wrong tree. Like, I'm the only person on this platform that wasn't thrilled with the signing because he was another hurt guy. So why don't you try again, bro, Ski? So I don't know who you a fan of, but you ain't a fan of this team. That's for sure. So you either come, I'm going to give you another chance because you done exposed yourself now. So you want to chat with some Lions fans, you do just that. You behave yourself. If you don't, you will disappear and you will never be seen on this chat again. All right. So that's my warning to you, because listen, this is the second time you ain't done no research. You have no idea who you talking to, bro. Probably the most transparent Lions creator on this platform. So I'm going to let you try again, or you can kick rocks and be gone for the rest of your life. It doesn't matter to me. Oh, he's a Bears fan. Oh, okay. Okay. I know. That's fine. That's no wonder. He's sad. He's sad. Anyway, we out of time. It's a lot of yippity skippity pretend Lions creators out there. A lot of them that want to walk the line. They want to smile in your face. They want to tell you everything you want to hear. It's a lot of them out there. I'm not one of them. And you already got owned with Yannick. So, you can try again. Anyway, y'all have a great, great Thursday. Lions play this Saturday. Be ready. Live stream. All my director members, you will get a link to the game 30 minutes before game time. Okay. We will do that for at least 8 games this season. So be ready for that. After Saturday, you won't see me again live streaming the game until week 2. Who do we play week 2? Who do we play week 2? Somebody tell me real quick. All right. Hold on, y'all. Let's give a moment of silence for Broski. Man, let me just say a few words about Broski. As Broski was just hitting from the channel. Broski was a guy that I guess he had no life. He had no life. And the brief time that I got to know him in the chat, just give me a moment, y'all. The brief time I got to know Broski in the chat, I couldn't get over how sad his life was. You probably had many other things to do, and he had many other things to do. But he wanted to spend his time in the enemy's chat. So what that told me is that his team and his life is miserable. And I just want everybody to know out there. I almost did it. I almost did it, bro. Hey, somebody give me the award, bro. Somebody give me the Oscar. I want my Oscar, bro. I like to thank the Academy. Hey, just in case y'all didn't know, Denzel Washington is my acting coach. Somebody give me the Oscar, bro. I'm putting cases on all y'all. With that being said, man, I will see you next time. Peace. Hey, give me my Oscar. Shoot.